Here's a question that came up. What if your child has become an introvert, indoor lazy kid who does not want to go out or make friends or take up a hobby? Child just being happy being on social media. Only that makes the kid happy. Is
It's
it, will this be a question for, do you think it's going towards like gay addiction, electronic addiction? Jairaj?
Yeah, I can answer this. So as a parent, we have the responsibility to create that opportunity for our kids. That platform should not be the social media alone to communicate or to socialize. So you can pick a phone and talk to your friends. You can meet your friends outside in the deck and maintain that social distancing and play in such a way without coming close contact to each other, so that recognizing that the kid is deviating from the normal social behavior more towards withdrawn behavior, staying in their room, avoiding socialization within the family environment, like not coming to the dining table to have food together, and happy to be sitting in his room reading the book and not interacting with the sibling. So all this were alarming signs that there is a deviation happening here, and those were the early warning signs. So you bring that kid into the family and try to do things together, as somebody earlier mentioned. You involve them in the day-to-day issues in the house, like cleaning, laundry, cooking. You teach them new skills. Ask them, my kid here is making orange juice for me and making tea for me and sometimes breakfast for me, and he loves it when he is validated for those activities, and he feels happy that he is actively contributing to something. If you give him a chance that it will all go to the one game where his school friends will meet together, and that is the only platform they have out of school, like Minecraft. So everybody is online playing Minecraft, and when we banned that video game thing because it was going too much, then he is being outcasted. Like there is no other option for him to socialize. So you create opportunities for them, like out of school, if there are any other activities like playing tennis, and he can make friends in tennis, basketball, and other like soccer or baseball, where he has got friends there, when his school friends are not entertaining anything outside this Minecraft. You create opportunities for the kid outside school with other groups where video game is not the common platform. So it's working together with your kids so that you identify early, so that you don't regret later that this kid is sitting in his room with doors closed, which is opening up more and more room to pathology in future.
Yeah. Yeah,
Right.
I
So
think adding on to that, I agree with Jairaj and Priya. It's very important for us to, one of the many psychologists, child psychologists, is Alfie Kohn, and what he said was, we have to attribute to children the best possible motive that is consistent with the facts. So here you are, in a COVID situation, stuck at home most of the time. Kids have gotten used to being on their cell phones and um, computers, but we still have to attribute to them the best possible motive. He is on, so I instead of saying, here you are, you're worried. I understand you're worried that is he becoming lazy? Is he becoming somebody who does not want to do? But it's better to attribute his excessive cell phone use or computer use to COVID and say, before COVID, you used to do all these things. You still will be able to do these things. When are you able to do other things, right? And this is just similar to what Dr. Jairaj just said, which is, we have to talk to our kids and come up with ways for them to get out of We don't want them to become socially isolated when they want to, when the whole group is playing Minecraft. We want them to be able to play that Minecraft. But we can also talk to them about, okay, give us a time that we all can go out and do this, or you can play this. Give me a time. So usually kids are able to give us they are able to communicate with us.
So, tagging along with what you said, Lorenzi, I was listening to another, counselor talk. Like they said, this is during this COVID time. Please don't take away the electronics from them, because that's the only thing they have. That's the go-to. So, I mean, we still haven't crossed the pandemic. Is this a time for worrying about social, the kids getting socially isolated? I mean, should we, I guess, the worry, should we wait to worry about it?
So to answer your question, Purnima, about when should we be worried, should we not remove their electronics? It is something to be constantly, we have to be watchful. We do have to be watchful. I'm a big proponent of unconditional parenting. I do not believe in conditional parenting. I'm going to take this away for you to behave. You have to do this for me to give this to you, right? So in this COVID time, what we are saying is continue to develop a relationship with your children. Keep an open communication with them about the use of electronics also, right? And at some level, we do try to balance. Usually what works, what we all have been talking repeatedly in this past year, honestly, is about having a schedule, and the schedule includes a whole variety of things, but it also includes gaming and Snapchat and everything else. But we do have to watch, we do have to talk, we do have to redirect, but we don't angrily remove things, because that is not helpful.
Right.
Anyone else wants to add?
None of us would want to give up our phones now. Like we will be, I mean, I don't think any of us are ready to give up our electronics, right? So because especially when they're already socially isolated, the one connection they have with their peer group, you don't want to take it away unless there's like a safety risk involved or something like that. I think balance is the key. I think early on, the gaming or social connection through media shouldn't get in the way of them taking care of their personal hygiene, dinner time, homework time, school time. So, as long as they understand that, you can do this, but you're not going to give up on sleep to game. You're not going to not come and have dinner with us because your friends are on Minecraft, So setting limits, but still have, because the biggest thing that we all are feeling is helplessness, because there's lack of control of what's happening. So this virus has taken over our lives. So children are feeling that helplessness too. Their life has turned upside down. So I think giving them some level of control of their little world, we want that. If not, they'll feel even more helpless. And the most important aspect, one of the things of developmental is that peer interaction, because that's how they learn. They learn through play. So if you take away that peer interaction and communication, because in a normal world, they will be spending 8 hours with their friends in school. They'll be in recess with their friends. They'll be in their sports with their friends. So even in a regular world, they'll be spending much less time with us. So you want them to have access, but it cannot take over the rest of what they need to accomplish as well.
Okay.